Hey wealth builders, welcome back to Financial Wealth Community, where we are building wealth one step at a time. I'm Jackie Stewart, your host on this channel, and today we are talking about why you are not wealthy. Let me give you 3 reasons, right? 1 is because you don't even understand what wealth is, or what wealth means, or what it isn't, right? 2, your mindset is not right. It's not quite there yet. And 3, you are not disciplined. Okay, look, wealth is not about how much money you have in the bank. Yes, that certainly does contribute to it. It is a factor, but it's not just about that. There are so many other factors that impact our wealth. So one of those is your health. Have you ever heard that saying? Your health is your wealth. Because if you're not healthy, your ability to create or build wealth is going to be limited. So you need to be healthy, right? You want to try and be as healthy as you can. So health is a contributing factor to building wealth. The other thing is your network. Another saying that I hear all the time is your network is your net worth. So the people that you surround yourself with, the mindset of the people you surround yourself with, where are they at? Because that's going to have an impact on you. So the people around you can also be part of building wealth. And I say that because if you haven't watched my video on what is wealth, go and watch it. But I mention in there about the fact that I have a network of people that if for any negative reason I became homeless, I feel that there's somebody that I could go to that would put me up on their couch for at least a year, right? Or people, I could go somewhere for 1 month, somewhere for another week, somewhere. And that to me is part of my wealth, the network, the people that are around me, the people that I've taken the time out to build relationship with. So that's your health, that's your network, and then also the value of what you need. Not what I need, but of what you need. Because we all actually have different needs, right? What makes me happy or what I feel that my value is aligned to could be very different to what your values are. So also that is something that helps, or that is a contributing factor rather, to having wealth or being wealthy or building wealth. All of the above. And then the control and flexibility of your time. If you are in control of that limited resource called time, that means you have some type of wealth, right? If you're able to control how much time you are giving to a particular project or to your happiness, to your lifestyle, if somebody else controls that, that can be a bit negative for you. Not always, okay, but in certain situations, absolutely, especially if you don't want that time to be controlled by somebody else. But if you're in control, or if you have that flexibility of that limited resource called time, all of these are contributing factors to wealth. So that just gives you a little more insight to what wealth is, right? And then also let's look at the mindset. I know a lot of people talk about that nowadays, and I think it's because there's so much study that's gone into it, but also because we have access to so much more information that we can access it. I remember when I used to do coaching years and years ago, I'm very practical, and I would try and get my clients to do the practical stuff. And I'd be like, why are they not doing it? I don't understand. Why are you not just doing what I tell you to do? That was how I felt until I understood, as I started to do my own deep diving into my own relationship with money. And then I started to realize, well, actually, for some people, they do have these blockages. They have these things that they really need to work on, like a scarcity mindset, lack, there's not enough. And that's all they see, and that's all they focus on what they don't have, rather than what they do have. And then there's also learned behaviors. So what did we see as we were growing up? What did we witness? What were we told, right? Because we learn these things from what we see, and then we play them out ourselves in our own lives. And so your relationship of money, where that came from, is something you may have learned, right? And then you could have built up all these habits as well. So that's things that you definitely need to work on. And then there's that green old devil, right? That envy, that jealousy thing, where you're jealous of other people or you're envious of other people, especially with the social media things that are happening nowadays, where most people are putting out all the good things that are happening to them, and not many people talk about the negative things that happen, right? So you see all the glossy things, and then you want to obtain that, or you think it's easy to obtain it, or you didn't see the work that went into it and the years of work that went into before what you now get to see on social media, for example. Or you look at your neighbours and think, oh, this is better, they've got this is better than mine, and how is it that mine's not better than them? And then you become envious and jealous, right? So that's all mindset traits that you need to work on if you want to be wealthy. You cannot be jealous and envious of others, no. And then keeping up, as I said, with the Joneses, right? If you don't know, if you're not familiar with that term, that's what I was alluding to a minute ago, where you look at your neighbours and see what they have and think, well, I want mine to be bigger and better than theirs, for example, right? So all of these type of things, all these mindset things, the scarcity, the learned behaviours, they all affect how we view wealth, right? Even the way we view wealth and whether we think we're even entitled to it, because that's a big thing. And I need to do videos on that, because that's a whole nother thing that I had to deal with, and I will definitely share that on a video in the future. But also the discipline side of things, right? So you're just not disciplined enough to build wealth. So some of the things you can do is set reminders, because a lot of the time, there's so many things that is vying for our time, right? For the time for us to do something. And then we become tired, we become burnt out, and then we're just not disciplined to do what we should be doing. So setting reminders is a good way to do it, right? This particular point, this particular day of the week or the month, whatever, I'm going to set aside X amount of time to work on my money, to work on my management of money, to work on building wealth, to learn, to grow, to whatever it is that you need to do to get you to the next level that you want to achieve. So being able to set reminders are going to really help you to stay disciplined. And then accountability. Now, first, you need to hold yourself accountable. Because, we've messed up. You've messed up. You're not where you think you should have been, whatever excuses you may have. But ultimately, it lies with you. It lies with me as to the level that I'm going to. So whatever work I need to do to get there, I need to first take accountability, right, for where I'm at. And then also just getting it done. A lot of us just don't want to do the work it takes to get it done. If you don't get it done, then you're not going to move to the next level that you need to move to. So remember, 3 things that are stopping people that I personally see with my clients and people that I work with is they don't understand what wealth actually is. They think it's just about riches and money and blah, 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 which, as I said, is a factor, but that's not all it is. But also their mindset. They need to work on their mindset to get it changed. Change those bad habits that you've had. And it takes long to do that. Your learned behavior takes time to work through and work out. And you may need to get some extra help from trained professionals, from therapists, counselors, whoever, to help you to deal with those blockages that you have. And then finally, discipline. Discipline, you have to be disciplined, and you literally just have to get the work done. Thank you guys for listening to another video. I really do appreciate you being involved, watching and sharing. Some of you that are really sharing my videos out, welcome to Financial Wealth Community, right? This is what it's all about, building community, okay, one step at a time with wealth. Remember to subscribe, hit that notification bell. Speak to you all soon. Bye.